Hey everyone, it's Denise Brown, and welcome to a conversation about the Caring Conference. Our conference takes place on March 25th. Our theme for this conference is our treasure transformations, and I'm thrilled and delighted to introduce you to two of our presenters, Christine A. Smith. Hi, Christine.
Hi.
And Patty Sherin. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Denise.
Okay, so you guys are going to transform us during your workshop. That is our commitment to our attendees. So Christine, let's start with you. How are we going to be different between the beginning and the end of your workshop?
Oh, I'm really glad that there's a chat column because that will be an opportunity for all the people attending as well as the other presenters. This is going to be a transformation of thinking I'll have to deal with that later when I'm that age, if they are caregivers, or I'll learn as I go if the people attending happen to be medical professionals. This is your opportunity to know those issues and those challenges that happen in the third of your life, to know them ahead of time and to deal with them kind of on the emotional and relational levels. It isn't solving everything. It's just being aware of them ahead of time so they don't catch you out of the blue.
So it sounds like we're going to be transformed to maybe a little bit of resistance and denial into a little bit more of comforting acceptance during a conversation with others who also are providing comfort during the conversation.
Exactly. You've lived your whole life being informed ahead of time. I'm going on vacation. What about if I go back to college? What can I expect? How am I going to navigate it? Just in how I feel or how it's going to affect people around me. So why quit when you reach your retirement age? Why quit planning how you're going to feel or how you're going to handle it in the future?
Patty, how about for you?
Nice. I am a great proponent that all the problems that we see in the world are human made. And the only way to solve those problems is to develop and practice your creativity, because every problem has a solution. It's just a matter of finding it. And how do you find it? By developing your creativity. So just gonna leave it there.
I want to let everybody know that we had a meeting with our presenters just a couple days ago, and I just felt like I hammered home tease, promo. Right? Don't give away everything. So that was your tease, Patty. You teased us about what we're going to be transformed about. Okay, I want to stay with you for just a minute, Patty. So we want you to come and join us on March 25th for the content, but we want you to stay for the gifts because we have gifts we're giving away. And Patty, you were one of our big winners when you joined us in November. What did you win?
Oh my goodness, I won the Certified Caregiving Consultant training, and it was amazing. I'm so grateful to you. I tell you this every time I see you, that I am so grateful for what I've learned, how to, understand caregivers and their fatigues and what they're going through at each stage of their journey. And yeah, it has helped me tremendously. So thank you so much, Denise, for that. Yes.
So that's one of our gifts this conference as well. So when you join us, you'll be entered into a chance to win a free enrollment in our Certified Caregiving Consultant training. And that training helps you coach and consult with family caregivers and former family caregivers. And what's interesting, Patty, is that you completed that training and became certified between conferences. You've enrolled consulting and coaching services in your business. You are out there just making it happen. And I wondered if you would have ever thought that going to a virtual conference in November would have changed so much for you.
No, it's so funny because I developed this program for caregivers and I was struggling with how to really communicate with them. And that's how I found your conference because I was searching. I was like, I need to find something. And I found your conference. And I think I signed up like the next day. And then after the conference, I reached out to you. We had that conversation and you gave me the amazing gift of the certification. And I've been eating it up like like I'm starving here and I'm just filling up with the amazing content and you're so generous with how you teach people and the way you talk about caregivers. It's such a beautiful thing. So thank you.
So that's actually a great story of transformation. You never know what will happen. So Christine, I'm curious, what's the most recent transformation you've experienced in your life?
Well, I'm just cheering for Patty right now. And how did this happen that we're both presenters? Because I've got 2 books thanks to your November conference. And because I was also a winner twice over, and I've got one just out of reach right there. So I have actually started to fill in the Happy Healthy Caregiver journal that one of your presenters passed on to me. And so I've actually started on the journey of caregiving because at this point, my mom will jokingly come to the front door and go, here's my caregiver. But it as they reach 90, etc., there will be something that I can contribute to her life. And so my heart is going to be more ready for what I can contribute to her instead of that, oh, how much is going to be required of me, or how are we going to, I'm looking forward to that time that I'm going to have with her. And I'm already making notes right now so that I can look back through that book. So that's how the conference in November helped me to what is it? Treasure transformations, right? So I'm
Yes.
truly treasuring
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So Elizabeth Miller is one of our certified caregiving consultants, and it's her journal that you won. She has this beautiful journal that you can use every day to really start to document what brings you happiness in your life, regardless of your circumstances, that there can be happy moments for you. So you both were attendees at the conference in November. What made you think I want to present at the next conference? Christine, how about for you?
It was great. I haven't said this to you before, Denise. I was going to tune in just a little bit, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. And I was going to, back out on the parts that don't really apply. I was there every moment. Every moment I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm running out of paper here, taking notes. Everyone had something different to give. And because I guess I come from a different standpoint than many, I'm a professional caregiver in private homes. So I've met so many different families. And so some of the things that the people were saying was more from their own journey with their own loved ones. And I have a different perspective. So I get to go home at the end of my shift. However, I have all that treasure trove of other family situations. And when caregiving loved ones, will say a partner, a spouse, an adult kid, my age, would say, oh, I'm not, is there anyone else going through this? I actually had something to give them from what I experienced elsewhere. So I want to do that again. And this way it can go out to more people who can say the same thing I did. Yes, I actually have a solution or a different perspective or a website, something to give to someone else that they really need at that moment.
It's this idea that we can transform what's possible for ourselves. And I think especially during a caregiving experience, it can feel like you've had to give up a lot. And one of the things that I've learned in my work with family caregivers, that actually creating opportunities is healing, which is why we've always done these conferences. So I used to do a national caregiving conference in Chicago. We would gather every year between 2016 and 2019. And the presenters were all family caregivers or former family caregivers. You had to have that in order to present. It's this idea that we gain this expertise that is so helpful to another. Let's share it. Let's create this collective wisdom. Okay, Patty, so you attended as well
Mhm.
in November. What was your experience like as an attendee?
Well, I have to be honest. Your conference is on the East Coast, and I think it started at 9. So for me, it was 6 a.m. I am not a morning person. I started listening to the conference from my bed, right? And I tuned in at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I couldn't stop. Like I couldn't just like Christine said, every person had a different perspective and something valuable to contribute that I could not stop listening. You know, I finally got out of bed, I got dressed, all while listening. I took my dog out for a walk. I took my headphones with me, my phone, so I could listen to the conference. And then I came back. I was glued. I was amazed by the experience and the stories that people were sharing, right? And the whole spectrum of experiences. So it was really quite amazing. And I'm looking forward to being a part and listening to your new speakers this year. So
Yeah. So Patty, at the end of your workshop, what do you want your attendees to feel?
I want to feel that they too can be creative. That's one of the things that I find heartbreaking is when I talk to folks and they tell me that they don't think that they're creative. Because most of the time when they think of creativity, they think of art and music. And if they can't draw or they can't play music, they somehow think that they're not creative. And I hope that at the end of my talk, everyone will be like, I can do that. So,
And
that's
what do
what I
you
want.
want attendees to bring to your workshop, Patty?
Yes, thank you for asking, Denise. If everyone has Lego in their attic or their basement somewhere, so if you could pull out 6 2x4 bricks and bring it. So this is a 2x4 brick, 2 studs. I want everybody's familiar with this piece. Find 6 of them and bring them to my talk, and I'll show you what you can do with them.
Okay, so I love the combination of workshops for this conference because we have some hands-on and we have some thought-provoking. And hopefully there's a nice combination. You'll think, you'll do a little bit of doing. You'll think, you'll do a little bit of doing. I think that would be just really amazing. So
That sounds like
Christine,
fun.
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Mhm.
So Christine, how do you want your attendees to feel at the end of your workshop?
I would love for them, as I lead them through a process on what I call aspects of aging, and I'm going to lead them through 3 times really fast, but I'm also going to give them the whole thing written out so they can just print it out and look at it later. What I want them to feel is, hey, I've already got that one covered. Or I love the way my auntie handled that situation as she was advancing in age. I'm going to make sure that I make a note of that and communicate it with someone. So I really hope that they hear during those 3 different short samples something that they're already doing right. And then they can go, oh, but I'm already doing this naturally. And just realize that what I'm giving them is a tool to continue to look at different aspects and go, oh, that's what I want to do right there. So yeah, more than a feeling, I want them to really be equipped. Patty, I'm so glad you shared that because I forgot to stop at the bricks and minifigs place on my way leaving my mom's yesterday. So I got to stop there and get my 6.
There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm so looking forward to both of your workshops. Patty, for anybody who's been listening that wants to know more about your work, what's your website address?
It's mobricks.com. Just remember that that bricks is spelled with a Z.
Okay. And Christine, how about for you? How can our listeners and viewers be in touch with you?
Well, they can go to Aging Better Network. I don't know how far your conference reaches, but aging is spelled with an E in the middle in some countries. I'm still doing it this way. And so it's agingbetternetwork.com with just AGING. And they can find me there. I actually talk to them at the website, and then they can find everything that they need to contact me. Thanks.
Okay, excellent. So we hope you will join us March 25th. Patty's already alluded that we start at 9 a.m. Eastern time and we continue through about, I think it's almost 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you are a certified dementia practitioner, a certified senior advisor, or a nurse, you can earn 7 CEUs for a flat fee of $20. So go to caringourway.com to see our full schedule and to register to join us. It's free. The only charge is if you're going to get CEUs, and it's a flat fee of $20 for CEUs. Otherwise, it's free and you get a chance to win. We have lots of great gifts and prizes to give to you as a thank you for joining us. Okay, so see you March 25th, and go to caringourway.com for more information about our schedule. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Patty.
Thank you, Denise.
Thanks, everybody.
Good. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.